The story of the movie we'll explain today is based on a true story. This story will undoubtedly make you cry. I myself cried a lot while watching the movie. This biographical story was published in 2013 in Australia and released internationally in 2014 and adapted into the 2016 Oscar-nominated film Lion. So without further delay, I am compelled to share with you the fascinating description of the story. Saroo is the main character of the movie. He lives with his family in Ganeshlai, a small village in Madhya Pradesh, India. His family is very poor, and he has a mother, an older brother, and a younger sister. They all work very hard to provide for the family's requirements. Saroo, despite being a small child, helps his brother with various tasks. The film begins with a train scene. Saroo and his elder brother Gudu were stealing coal from a coal train. They go to the market to sell the coal they stole from the train. Saroo notices a jalbi shop in the market and requests his brother buy some. Gudu says, when he has a lot of money, he will buy a lot of jalbis to him. They buy milk with the money from the sale of coal and go back home. At home, their mom asks them where they got the money to buy milk, but they do not answer their mom's question. That evening, Gudu tells Saroo he will go to work in a factory that night. After hearing that, Saroo was serious about going to work with his brother. Gudu then explains that Saroo is not yet old enough to do any heavy work. Saroo then came out and lifted a wooden chair over his head in a show of strength, then effortlessly picks up the lying bicycle and with unwavering confidence tells his brother he is capable of doing any difficult task with great efficiency. Saroo for begging him so much to take him, and finally Gudu agrees to take Saroo with him. Gudu goes to a railway station with Saroo on his shoulder. On the way to a railway station, as it was late at night, little Saroo fell asleep. Even though Gudu calls Saroo a lot, but Saroo does not want to wake up. Gudu then kept saying to himself that it was his mistake. Saroo is still too young to work at night. He shouldn't have brought him. Realizing that it is not safe for Saroo to work at night, Gudu decides to leave him at the station till morning. So he woke up sleeping Saroo and told him he should stay here till morning, not leave the station, and Gudu would return in the morning after finishing work. Saroo shook his head as he heard this. As Gudu is leaving, Saroo calls and tells him to bring 2,000 jalbis for him when he returns in the morning. Saroo wakes up in the middle of the night. He wakes up and starts looking for his brother. After looking around for a while, he could not find his brother, so he went to an empty train compartment on the platform and fell asleep sitting there. Next morning, when he wakes up, he sees the train moving. He tries to get out of the train, but because the doors of the train are locked, he cannot get out of the train. Despite many attempts, he could not get out of the train. So he sits on a seat by the window and looks out. 2 days pass like this on the train. At one point the train stopped at Howrah station in Calcutta. Howrah station in Calcutta was about 1600 km from Kandua district in Madhya Pradesh. Saroo realized that he had come a long way from his home. He seeks help from some people at the station, but no one comes forward to help him. In fact, none of them couldn't understand what Saroo was saying, because Saroo was speaking in Hindi but the people of Calcutta were speaking in Bengali. Saroo kept telling everyone that he would go to Ganeshlai, but no one could give him the address of his village. Despite many efforts, he stands there in despair without getting help from anyone. Then he saw some children beside him and went to them and lay down. That night some people came and started taking away all the children. Saroo ran away from there with great difficulty. After that, he started staying near a temple for some time, and the prasad that came to the temple continued his days by eating it. One day, a woman named Noor, she saw Saroo. The woman talks to Saroo and learns that Saroo is missing and he is looking for his mother. Noor took him to his own house and took good care of him. Saroo is bathed, dressed in new clothes and given food and drink. Noor then tells Saroo, after a while a person will come to pick you up and he will help you find your mother. That afternoon, Ram comes there and he tells Saroo, I will go with you to find your mother shortly. Then Ram went to the next room with Noor. Saroo realizes something bad is about to happen to him, so he got scared and ran away from there. After that, he spent some time in different places. About 2 months passed like this. One day, while sitting in front of a restaurant, Saroo started copying the eating style of someone sitting inside the restaurant with a spoon. The man sitting inside noticed Saroo and he liked seeing Saroo. Then the man comes to him and the man realizes that Saroo is missing. The man was a good person, so he took Saroo to the local police station. When the police officer asks Saroo for his address, Saroo can only say the name of his village Ganeshlai. The police then took a picture of him and placed him in a missing ad in the newspaper, and admitted him to an orphanage. Some time passed, Saroo continued to live well in that orphanage. Then one day a lady came to visit him. The woman tells him, they have tried to find his family a lot, they have advertised in newspapers and the news has reached around 1.5 million people, but no one has come to find Saroo yet. The woman then took Saroo on her lap and showed him a picture of a couple and saying that she had found a family for him, who would be willing to take him and they live in Australia. Saroo leaves with the photo and turns back to ask the woman, "Did you really find my mother?" The lady said, "Yes, we searched your mom everywhere." After a few days, the children who will be adopted are taught basic English conversation and table manners. Few days later, a woman named Samina takes Saroo to Australia and brings him to John and Sue. John and Sue are very happy to see Saroo, and they accepted him with pleasure. They take Saroo to their house and show them around the whole house. Saroo likes to see the new house. John and Sue continue to care for Saroo as their own son. All in all, Saroo was getting along very well with them. After some time the couple adopted another son. That boy's name was Muntosh. They are just as happy to see Muntosh as they were to see Saroo. They bring Muntosh to their house, but after a few days, John and Sue realize that Muntosh is not normal like other children. He was acting a bit crazy, he used to hurt himself for no reason. Because of this, Saroo did not like Muntosh very much. So, their relationship never became very good. 20 years passed like this. Saroo has grown up now. While having lunch at a restaurant, Saroo told his family he was going to study hotel management at university in Melbourne. They eat together. Then Saroo goes to meet Muntosh. Saying goodbye to Muntosh, he moves to Melbourne. Saroo meets a girl in the university orientation class. The girl's name was Lucy. Saroo fell in love with Lucy the first time he saw her. While meeting everyone in the first class of the university, Saroo tells everyone he used to live in Calcutta as a child and his present parents adopted him from an orphanage in Calcutta. There were several other Indian students in that class. From there, Lucy and Saroo begin to grow closer to each other and eventually become romantically involved. A few days later, an Indian classmate hosted a house party at his house. Saroo and Lucy also come to that party. This Indian friend cooked several Indian dishes for everyone, one of which was jalebi. During the party, Saroo goes to the kitchen and when he sees jalebi there, he remembers his childhood, where he would often ask his older brother to bring him jalebi. Then one by one he remembered everything. Gradually everything became clear to him. He comes to his friends and tells everyone that his home is not in Calcutta. His home is in a small village called Ganeshlai, where he lives with his elder brother, his younger sister and his mom, and from there he got lost in a train and finally ended up in an orphanage in Calcutta, and from there his present parents adopted him. Then some of his friends suggested to him, if you can calculate the speed of the train and how long you was stuck in the train, then with the help of Google Earth software you can make an estimate of where your real home is, and it can help you to find your home later. It is then shown that Lucy and Saroo share an intimate moment together. But the words of his mother kept coming to Saroo's mind. He remembers various events of his childhood one by one. He goes and sits down with Google Earth and he calculates the speed of the train and estimates how long he was stuck on the train. But after many calculations he cannot find out his real address. After a few days, Saroo introduces Lucy to his family and they have dinner together. While eating, Muntosh suddenly starts going crazy with words, at which everyone leaves in anger. That night, Lucy and Saroo stay together and they become close, but Saroo's thoughts about his mom and brother keep coming back to him. He started thinking that his brother and mom might be suffering a lot without him. These thoughts started giving him various mental pains. Even when he is with Lucy, he is always oblivious. He always thinks about his brother and mom. One day, when Lucy questions him about these things, Saroo tells her that the thought of his family is making him sick. Here he is living a comfortable life while his mom and brother may be looking for him for 25 years, and these thoughts are constantly making him a criminal. Saroo then angrily tells Lucy about the breakup and leaves. But Lucy can't accept it at all. Saroo went home and started making calculations with several maps. He wondered how to find his village Ganeshlai. After many attempts, he managed to locate the train station from which he boarded the train, but he could not find out where Ganeshlai is. In the meantime, one day he suddenly met Lucy, sitting on the beach. Both are started talking. Lucy tells Saroo that he should tell his current mom about this matter. Saroo asks Lucy to stay with him, but Lucy refuses. She leaves. Then Saroo decides, following Lucy's advice, to tell everything to his current mom. Following day, he goes to his mom to inform about this. Saroo had known for a long time that his current parents John and Sue were unable to bear children, so they adopted Saroo and Muntosh. But as they talk, Sue tells him that they could have had their own child if they wanted to, but they never wanted to have children of their own. They always wanted to give a better life to those who don't have a family of their own without bringing anyone new into the world. Hearing all this, Saroo could not say anything else to his mom, but he could not forget his birth mom. Again and again, only the image of his real mom came in his eyes. Saroo searches his village on Google Earth every day, but every time he finds nothing. One day when he was randomly spelling variously in anger, then suddenly his eyes stopped when he saw a place. Then he started discovering his familiar places one by one on the laptop screen. The fields, train lines, ponds, riverbeds of his village are all found on Google Earth, where he used to run all day as a child. Seeing all the paths of his childhood one after another, he remembers everything. Finally, he finds his small village Ganeshtlai. Then he gets up and runs first to Lucy's house and hugs Lucy in joy. Saroo tells Lucy, "I got all my answers, you wait for me, I will surely come back to you." He then goes to his current mom Sue, and tells her everything. Sue is overjoyed to hear Saroo's words and tells him, "Your mom should definitely meet a diamond boy like you." After that, Saroo took leave from his current mom and went directly to Ganeshtlai, a small village in Madhya Pradesh, India. As he knew all the streets of his childhood, he went straight to his residence. But when there he found that their house was broken, no one lives here anymore. Then he saw a woman, and asked where those who lived here were, but that lady could not understand anything of Saroo. Because the lady didn't understand English, and Saroo had long since forgotten Hindi. Then an elderly gentleman passed by who spoke English. He approaches Saroo and talks to him. Saroo tells the guy everything in detail and gives him a picture of his childhood and says, "It's me." The man took the photo without saying anything and asked him to follow. The man continued to lead him to another street to another house. After going some distance, Saroo sees an old woman walking towards him. This old woman was his mom. Saroo recognized his mother by sight. He ran and hugged his mom and he started crying with happiness. Everyone in the area is very happy to see them. After a while, Saroo asks his mom, "Where is Guddu?" Mom tells him that, on the day Saroo went missing, Guddu died in an accident. It means, that day a mother lost two of her sons at the same time. After some time, Saroo's younger sister Shakila also comes there. Everyone in the area began to rejoice like a festival seeing them together. Saroo then sends a voice message to Sue and John telling them that he is safe, all of his questions have been answered, and he loves John and Sue as his own parents. He did not forget them when he found his birth mom. And this is how the Lion movie ends here. At the end of the movie it is shown that the real name of the person we have known as Saroo throughout the movie was Saroo, and this name means lion. At the end of the movie, some pictures of the people whose life stories the movie is based on are shown. Another scene in which Sue visits Saroo's biological mother, Kamla. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, whether you like it or not, please leave a like, because it inspires us to do another video soon. If the video truly moved you, please share it with at least 2 or 3 friends. And, of course, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. Because this is not the last video, more videos are on the way. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. Thank you so much.